you can see that everything on the road affects how you take the corners and all that kind of thing. So it's pretty impressive.
Hi, I'm Emily Newton-Dunn. There's a new official World Rally Championship game. It's called WRC 2001, and we're here at Evolution Studios, the developers, to find out just how it was made. The game's been in production for 2 years, and today's a bit of a special day because Richard Burns and Robbie Reed, two of Britain's top rally drivers, are coming to see the game. Before they get here, let's meet the team.
My name's Mick Hocking and I'm the producer on WRC. I basically handle the day-to-day running of the team, manage the deadlines, the production, publisher relations and the overall quality of the project.
OK, one of the most impressive things I think about the game is the actual draw distances you've got in there, which I think is a hangover from your PC days. Am I right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, we created this code base from scratch purely for PS2. We haven't ported anything over. And with our simulation background, one thing we do know how to do well is create very large, realistic environments. And as you can see in WRC, we do have 40-kilometre square worlds. We have 5-kilometre draw distances. And that is all a hangover from our experience as a PC flight simulator developers.
So can you tell us a bit about the physics? Because, I mean, there's an awful lot of effort that's gone into the physics. It's very realistic.
We managed to create what we regard as the sort of world's most realistic rally driving simulator. We did this in conjunction with some of the rally teams as well. And they were very impressed, and I think they're still using that to help develop some of their cars. The problem with it was that the average player found it quite hard to drive, and you had to be almost as good as a rally driver to get the most out of it. And so obviously, for the mass market, that wasn't good. It would please the hardcore simulation fans, but we're looking at a very mass market product with this one, so we've had to make a lot of compromises there. The approach we've now taken is to keep the nice parts of that physics system, but to make it very accessible, and that's what we've now achieved.
Because the road's quite bumpy when you drive along, which is sort of quite realistic as well. I know that you've done quite a lot of work on the terrain.
That's right, yeah. With most racing engines, if you look at GT3, they tend to have flat sides to the road and a smooth surface. It may undulate longitudinally, but that's about it. We've created a very organic environment where you have very complex surfaces on the side of the road and a true bumpy road surface. Now this is great when you look at the in-car pictures of our car going across the surface. It looks just like rally because the car's bouncing all over the place. When you slide off the edge of the road, you don't always know what's going to happen. And again, that's just like rally.
Right then, Mick, do you want to show us around and introduce us to the team?
Sure, yeah. We start with the artists over here. This is Andy. He's doing the Digimask heads for us and the driver and co-driver in the cars. You can just see a finished Digimask he's working on.
They're very accurate.
Yeah, it's very good technology actually. We start off with 2 pictures of the driver's face, one from the front, one from the side. And from that, the Digimask technology allows us to build the full 3D face, which we then, Andy will put into a helmet and then put into the car for us.
Fantastic.
And we've got every driver in the current World Championship Digimasked.
Brilliant.
All right, this is Sean.
Hey, Sean.
How do you do?
Sean's built a lot of the cars for us, and you can see he's working with the new Subaru here on the screen. We built all the cars out of higher order surfaces, which allows us to do the very complex damage we can do on the car bodies.
Did you have a lot of problems with the car manufacturers in actually sort of showing how much damage their cars can take, or? So I know that's been a problem in the past. Yeah,
it's one of the unique things about the game at the moment. A lot of other games before, the car manufacturers not allowed you to damage the cars. In rally, of course, it's a common event and cars get damaged all the time. So they all agreed very early on to let us do whatever we wanted to do to the cars.
Brilliant. And they get quite mucky as well as you go around certain
They do, yes. As you go around the stage, they progressively get muddier. You see the wheels and the body get muddy. The windscreen gets muddy if you look from inside. OK, this is Chris here, who's done all of our GUI work for us. Just see the car setup page here at the moment. Running in the background is one of the many videos we've had done for the game. The format we've got is the WRC branding format, which they're using for the TV and all the advertising around the game now. And when you see the new TV programmes, they're going to look just like this with the same sort of grid system.
Cheers for that, Mick.
OK.
I'm going to go and meet Paul, lead artist, so I'll let you get on with some work.
Thanks.
See you later.
See ya.
Right then, Paul, I know you've got a bit of a top secret there for us. Can you tell us a bit about your programme, Spline World, please?
Yeah, what we've got is something quite revolutionary. We spent 18 months developing this. What it enables me to do is to take true military terrain data, and then I can craft a spline into that. On that spline I can attach objects to it, different textures, also the collision that's used in the game. The end product of Spline World is something that's quite organic looking, but it also allows us to do, the development is quite organic as well. So say what we have here is a straight bit of track. I want to add a little bit of a kink into that. The good thing about this is I don't have to retexture that part of the track. I don't have to change and move any of the objects.
So all the trees stay in the same place, all the rocks, it's literally just the bends in the roads that change?
Yeah.
Obviously the courses are true to the World Rally Championship courses, but those courses can go up sort of 40, 50 kilometres, but you know, you're not going to play that.
What we've done, we've just basically scaled it down. So what would be 30 minutes is 3 minutes. Well, every single bend, every single sort of twist and turn is not there, but there's enough. You know, that part of the game is for the gameplay. Is for people playing it, having fun as a computer game, not as a rally simulation.
Richard and Robert arrived about half an hour ago. They've been having a look at the game. Let's see how they're getting on. Hiya. How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad.
Right, Richard Burns, Robert Reed. Hiya. Can you just tell us a little bit about yourselves, how you got into driving and co-piloting?
I started very, very young. When I was 8 years old, I could drive my dad's car. And when I was 15, I went to a rally school, a one-day course at rally school in Wales, and it's been my life. It's as simple as that.
How about you, Robert?
Yeah, well, there was a Scottish rally used to go past my parents' farm, and I just saw it and I wanted to be involved, and started doing a bit of driving, but wasn't very good. So I was much better at being a co-driver, and then hooked up with Richard, and here we are now.
Right, you both had a chance to sort of play the game today. What do you think?
It is fantastic. I'm playing Finland because Finland's my favourite rally for the roads, and it is incredible. Every little detail, even down to the signposts on the roads in New Zealand. You've got sheep in New Zealand, cows in New Zealand, all the things that you would get on the individual rallies, the different kinds of spectator tape at the side of the road, all the small details, as well as obviously the big ones as well, the ones like the fact that the roads look very, very similar to how they are in each country, the mountains, the sky, everything, details are superb. You can see that everything on the road affects how you take the corners and all that kind of thing, so it's pretty impressive.
You've heard all the engines and you've seen your faces in there. What's that like, actually seeing yourself on the screen? That must be quite peculiar.
A bit weird.
It's interesting, and hearing my voice as well.
Yeah, definitely.
It does
a
sound a
bit
bit strange, but it's good. It's amazing that you can get such detail, which it's not just a picture that's on the screen, it's a whole 3D image, obviously, and to get that detail in there was quite unexpected to see.
Yeah, must be weird for you actually driving the car and hearing yourself sort of co-piloting at the same time.
Yeah, it is. I think that's maybe why I had so many accidents when I tried.
Oh, that's your excuse, is it?
My name's Martin Kenwright. I'm the CEO or the Managing Director or the founder of Evolution Studios.
You had a couple of the drivers in today. What's it like to actually see their response to the game, to your product?
To have Richard Burns and Robert Reed come in today, most people who were into rally probably being, oh, but I was very bemused because it was kind of seeing them pick up these controllers and looking as confused as like a 9-year-old kid would, and thinking that how many children I would know now who beat these guys on this game, and they were getting so drawn into it they had to do a faster time next time round. But it was really, really encouraging just to see them, you know, be overwhelmed with them, to point out all the little things, the attention to detail.
Brilliant. What about the future of Evolution? What's happening?
I've not really had time to think about the future. We've all been so focused finishing this. The name, by the way, is the coincidence. You know, we do plan to, excuse the pun, evolve into greater and bigger things. We're going to be forming a few new teams. We're going to be developing the rally brand. But at the end of the day, we've got no real definitive, this is where we will be in 5 years. We all feel we want to be the best at what we do. And as long as we have a good time along the way doing it, and we just focus, we know anything's possible.
Thanks very much.
Pleasure.
So there you have it, the gorgeous World Rally Championship, well worth spending your money on. Don't forget the WRC Challenge. I'm going to get my practice in now, and I'll see you lot online. Immaculate turn. Oops. I deserve that.